By now, I'm sure you're digging into all of the content available on the Nexus Dashboard learning path, but there's a couple of things I'd like to clarify a little bit. For those who have experience working with the previous generation of Cisco data center management platforms, Nexus Dashboard may seem vaguely familiar, but just different enough to feel like you're not quite at home. And I'd like to direct you over to the slide that I have on the screen here. And this really is the foundational basis for all the Nexus Dashboard things. Whereas before we had monolithic apps that controlled various functions of our data center, Nexus Dashboard is truly a platform. And so after you perform the initial setup and cluster bring up, every single application that was available in the before times can now be snapped into Nexus Dashboard and run as its own app. So things like all of the fabric controllers that were available with DCNM, or your orchestration through MSO, it's now available as applications that ride on top of Nexus Dashboard. Additionally, all that visibility information through like NIA, NIR, and NIE are available in Nexus Dashboard Insights. So a robust platform, variety of different applications right on top of it, as well as third-party integrations through programmability and other extensible applications like Splunk and ServiceNow and things like that. But the other thing that I want to touch on real quickly before we run out of time is the lab component. And especially in this Nexus Dashboard Essentials section of the learning path, it's important that we do a couple of things. Obviously, there are labs that you're going to want to follow along. In this case, I'm in the Connect Sites to Nexus Dashboard lab, which is important. Follow the instructions there, absolutely. But also take a little bit of time. Don't just rush through the lab itself. Understand how Nexus Dashboard does its monitoring, does its configuration, looking through the cluster configurations here, understanding system resources. It's Kubernetes under the hood, so understand how Nexus Dashboard brings that information up to the front in terms of nodes and pods and daemon sets and deployments and things like that. Understand the components and how that gets bubbled up, because this, again, as I touched on in my first video, this is a practitioner's learning path. And so it's not just about the theory, it's not just about the bits and bobs that go into overall design, but how well can you navigate and understand the platform itself, both the underlying technologies and as well as what surfaces up into the UI of Nexus Dashboard. So again, make sure you follow your labs, don't skip lab day, and dive into the components above and beyond what's accessible or what's asked of you in each of the individual lab components.